Alright guys, thank you so much for joining me again, and this is a game between JnP and Eder, and this is also a semi-final, and this was basically played at the GSK, or was it DSK 2011, yes, whatever, the LAN event in Pune in India. Let me just go ahead and pause this game, and right now we are in an all-pick mode, and we should be seeing these guys pick up their heroes right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and pause the game as soon as these guys go ahead and pick up their heroes, just to give an idea of what is in store for us. So it's Freeze Crew on Tidehunter, it is Insane on QLP, it is Decadence on Morphling, it is Full Meals on Ancient Apparition, and it is Gizmo on Vengeful Spirit. So this is basically our Sentinels lineup. We've got JnP Varun, who's JnP Ichigo on Sentinel, on Crystal Maiden, Music on Windrunner, on Spectra, Scorch on Witch Doctor, and Pals on the Puck. So a pretty standard lineup coming out there from the Scourge, and a very pretty aggressive and sort of well, trying to contain the aggression from Scourge lineup coming out of the Sentinel. Tide will definitely be support with Wenge, and they probably will let Morphling farm up in that top lane, so or maybe the bottom lane. So Tide or Morphling will basically they will try to make sure that Morphling is trying to get all the farm possible. QOP will probably be soloing that mid lane, with Ancient Apparition soloing that top lane. QOP might probably be in the top lane with Ancient Apparition soloing that mid lane. And CM, Windrunner, Spectra, Witch Doctor, and Puck. Puck will probably be facing QOP in the top lane. And it will be CM, Witch Doctor, and Spectra probably in either the top lane or the bot lane. That'll be very interesting to see as I go ahead and unpause the game and we jump ourselves right into the game. We will right now, well, since there was no referee for this game, we are right now in the replay vision of Freeze Crew, who is currently our Tidehunter. Let me just switch to our JnP team. Excuse me. So it'll be Witch Doctor, CM, and a Spectra as they head to that top lane, and it will be CM carrying those wards. No, it'll be Witch Doctor carrying those wards, and it will be Spectra. So these guys will definitely try to get that ward up as soon as possible, and also try to get advantage of that early rune that will spawn either in the top or in the bot lane. And a stun comes out of Vengeful Spirit, Gush goes out of Tidehunter, and Cask comes out of the Witch Doctor, but he will probably go down if a swoosh comes out of Morphling, and First Blood goes down there, and they were able to take down Gizmo. Gizmo is a Vengeful Spirit. Alright, so much action, we actually had to miss some of it. Well, I promise you guys, that will not happen again. Alright, so Windrunner patiently waiting for the creeps to come out so she could go ahead and quickly get her farm up, and it will certainly be Puck in that mid lane, and she will try to control the aggression that will come out of that Ancient Apparition, who probably will be soloing the mid lane. And it will probably be QOP versus the Windrunner in the bot lane. Alright, so the creeps have spawned, and we will have these heroes heading to their lanes, and Witch Doctor already ready, and quickly a reaction for that gank with that ward there. They certainly want to make sure that they know what Akasha is doing, and they certainly want to make sure that they have that rune covered, plus they also know what Akasha is doing here in the mid lane. she is very, very deadly once she hits to level 6, level 7. Great mobility, great ganking potential, and of course, a very great potential to take down as Akash goes off on Witch Doctor. Vengeful Spirit trying to do as much damage on Witch Doctor as possible as he will go back to safety. And Spectre will be looking to get that farm up as soon as possible. They probably will be looking for that Radiance, and it will be interesting to see if she actually considers going for that early Vanguard to basically stop herself from getting whooped. Is all I can say, because there's a lot of ganking potential. There's a lot of nukes coming out of Morphling, Vengeful Spirit, and Tidehunter in the form of Gush. So yes, but great support coming in the form of CM and Witch Doctor for Spectra. Melodict will certainly do the damage with that CM's Frostbite, Frost Nova, and that Witch Doctor's melee, of course. And Puck, really nice farm. Wanna tries to harass Akasha a bit here, just to make sure. And Morphling on that very, very low HP. We actually missed that, but yes, this is the sort of aggression that JnP actually needs to show. Well, that is what they are actually well known for. And Puck is trying to get as many hits as possible on QRP as she blinks away and salves herself back to full HP. Top lane seems to be very, very interesting at the moment. A very aggressive approach to everything by both the teams. So it'll be really interesting to see how these guys go ahead and try to control the aggression for both the other teams. They want to make sure that Morphling doesn't get anything at all. That Morphling is basically crippled in terms of farm. And well, if this Spectra actually farms up a lot, that is, well, a very, very, very dangerous thing for Error. Stun goes off, and cast comes out of Witch Doctor, and well, a few melees to actually stop their advance and stop their aggression, and that should be enough to help Spectre farm up that top lane again. Well, Vengeful actually trying to do everything possible to make sure her Morphling actually gets the farm, and Witch Doctor trying to now harass a bit, and will he get too close? Gush comes out on Witch Doctor, but he will be safe. And quickly that healing goes off, and that is one overpowered skill. It's like a mobile fountain when you need him, and that is why Witch Doctor is so powerful in that support role. Also, his Melodict actually scales very well, you know, early game, mid game, and late game. He actually does a lot of damage, and with that Aghanims, it basically is devastating. And Spectra actually farming up very, very nicely in that top lane, and well, mid lane seems to be very interesting. Puck doing a lot of harass on the QRP, but yes, she will probably be able to get a lot of farm now. Now that she's got creeps at the tower, and well, she misses all of it. Can you believe that? A lot of harass coming out of Witch Doctor here. Very, very nice to see the aggression from that old dude. Alright, bot lane. Looks like Winner is actually having a hard time. I really can't say though, but she's been missing a lot of these power shots. Plus, well, she's also trying to get her as much farm as possible out of this specific creep wave, but Ancient Apparition is a very, very powerful early game, and is also very powerful mid game. Well, I think the true strength of Ancient Apparition is to be able to dominate any lane from one stationary position. That ulti of his is actually very, very powerful. It slows down your approach, slows down your movement, basically does a shitload of damage, and well, it will make you think twice if you want to take that step forward. The stun goes off Witch Doctor, Restoration comes up, and the Morphling will swoosh away from trouble. And CM trying to hold Vengeful Spirit in place now. Stun goes off on Morphling. I'm sorry, stun goes off on Spectra. And nothing lost, nothing gained, and and Spectra still trying to get all creeps possible here. Great farming going on at the moment, and I just want to take a quick look at the CS core 0 gold. There'll be another stun coming out of Witch Doctor, but yes, it goes off. Morphling runs away from it, and Spectra still following Morphling at the moment, but is he going too far? Yes, he does, and he brings down Morphling in the process. QOP, well, comes down mid, and she's trying to do a lot of damage on CM. CM goes down to that great ulti from QOP. Will Witch Doctor also go down? They're doing a lot of melee damage on Witch Doctor, but that restoration is keeping him alive, and Illusionary Orb comes off from Puck right now, and they will kill QOP. If Puck actually has, well, he will do another Illusionary Orb. Well, ulti actually goes off, and he will finish off Vengeful Spirit in style. And he will go back to that rune spot, and he will be very happy with that. JnP basically just losing one hero in that exchange, and this is actually very good for these guys. Eder, 2 kills, 5 deaths. JnP, 5 kills, 2 deaths, and it's only CM and Spectra who've died so far. And great support coming out of Witch Doctor, and great support coming out of CM, just to make sure that Spectra actually has the upper hand in all of these team fights. And Witch Doctor trying to get up his farm as possible, and he's doing great harassment, and Morphling soon realizes the danger and decides to just waveform away from trouble. Puck, great farm, mid lane. QOP trying to get some farm, but that Illusionary Orb will deny, well, not actually deny, but will do some damage on a QOP, psychological effect, you know, and Puck is really farming a lot in that mid lane. And I'm gonna go ahead and okay, it looks like we actually just missed a kill. So that's JnP Music who actually just died, and that is Windrunner in the bottom lane. Looks like Ancient Apparition was able to pull off a kill. Well, thanks to Vengeful Spirit, actually. It probably was Vengeful Spirit's stun, and looks like, well, Windrunner 1 for 1 now, and going up mid. Quick chat coming out of these guys. Swapper miss care, and Swapper is basically Vengeful Spirit. Of course, you guys already know that. So yes, they really need to keep tabs on that Vengeful. Very powerful stun that, and of course very painful. And ulti goes off Puck here, and QOP actually blinks out, and Illusionary Orb will bring Queen of Pain down. A very nice play there by Puck. He actually expected that blink to come out of QOP, and he actually saved that Illusionary Orb. Very nice thinking, and very nice play there. Well, great aggression coming out of JnP here, but Morphling will waveform away from that trouble. And well, really nice play right now. JnP are really controlling this game. They've got a lot of map awareness. They also know what's going on where, and a lot of control at the moment for JnP, and is certainly going in the favor of Spectra, CM, and Witch Doctor in that tri lane. In that bot lane, we've got Windrunner harassing that AA, and well, she will finish it. She will actually go back after doing a lot of damage on AA, and another power shot comes off, and 85 HP on Ancient Apparition, and that should be really enough to actually send him back to base. He's got no charges on that bottle, and that should be enough to send him back to base. Morphling trying to get off as much farm as possible. Really needs to capitalize on this free time that she has at the moment. Puck just saying to their teammates, He actually got that blink dagger up on him, and these guys probably are looking for a great initiation at this moment. And stun comes off from Vengeful Spirit, Gush comes off, and phase shift, and that's a really nice play. And as he illusory orbs out himself, ulti goes off from Puck, and his Morphling and Vengeful Spirit both go down. And now they're trying to focus on Queen of Pain, but she will blink out of trouble. That was one amazing team fight coming out of JnP. Really nicely positioned themselves. Puck really doing a great job of phase shifting and escaping any trouble whatsoever. And if you see his HP, he's actually lost a lot of HP, but well, that is a very good play in helping his team bring down 2 people. And wow, this game is really going in favor of JnP at the moment. And Puck looks to be very strong with that blink dagger, and all he will look for now is to make sure that his teammates in all these lanes are able to farm as much as possible and as much gold as possible by getting kills. And he probably will be ganking a lot now. We should see an illusory orb, and Puck blinks in, and one. Wow. Ancient Apparition takes down Puck with that first kill, but very nice kill there coming out of Puck. Amazing way, really nice way to take down a hero that can actually you know, away from trouble. And he actually ensured that Silence did not have any escape mechanism, as Witch Doctor's stun goes off, bounces between these two, and the Morphling will, Vengeful will fall down to Spectre's melee, and Witch Doctor trying to do as much damage as possible on Tidehunter before they fall back and continue farming on their creeps. Great gank, great team fight there. And well, like I said, it's actually very much in favor of JnP now that they have 11 kills and 5 deaths, and most of these kills in the top lane are actually taken by are actually shared between Spectra and Witch Doctor. And these guys in the top lane have actually done a great job of making sure that Spectra actually gets those kills as she needs to have that farm up. And we see a lot of aggression coming out of Puck again, and Morphling, wow, he is having a very sad time today. We're only seeing 4 Ironwood branches and Ring of Basilius. It's 13 minutes and an AA. Ulti goes off, and Puck actually illusory orbs, and he will go down to the QOP. And stun actually coming out of Witch Doctor, but he will fall back. And will there be a gush that will hit? And QOP blinks into him, and the scream goes off, but Witch Doctor's restoration pops off, and he should go back to safety. Windrunner tries to join the team to help give them some support, but we've actually got this Fog of War here, so we know what exactly is going on. Power Shot tries to come off, tries to do some damage, but yes, the Error team will fall back. Another Power Shot comes off, kills the creep, but no actual damage done to the team as yet. Top lane, Spectra and CM is still trying to farm as much as possible, and they will be looking down to bring this tier 1 tower, but a lot of action right now seems to be as a shackle goes off, and Orb and a melee from Puck will finish off QOP in that mid lane. Great initiation coming out of Windrunner there, and a great illusory orb also coming out of Puck as he tries to hide himself. Ulti goes off, and it will not connect Ancient Apparition, and that was a really lucky. It's a very nice ward placement here by JnP. That standard ward and that ulti that we were talking about from Puck, from Ancient Apparition, sorry, but a lot of damage being done by Puck here, and because of that cask, and they will be able to bring down Vengeful Spirit. And amazing gameplay here going on. Illusory Orb goes off, and Puck will escape out of this to safety as a Frost Nova goes off to slow down these people. Morphling will waveform into it, and they will be able to Frostbite Morphling to hold him in place as they are able to help their teammates to safety. Wow, great team play by JnP here. Amazing synergy, great coordination, and well, these guys are actually having a very good time in that mid lane. And well, these guys actually need to push this tower now. So well, anti-push coming out of CM, Witch Doctor, because they know that these guys are at this moment very desperate as the top tower falls to Spectra and she will be heading off into the neutrals to make sure that she gets that that relic as soon as possible. And Phase Boots Vanguard up on Spectra at this moment, and let's see what Ancient Apparition's got. Phase Boots, he's got his Ring of Health, and Shackle goes off, and another ulti comes off of Spectra, and she will go down. Ancient Apparition, that was a very, very, very quick death, but yes, nothing you can do when you've got great DPSs coming out of Spectra and Windrunner with that power shot and that Shackle, of course. And Spectra will not move down to that bot lane to get more farm, as Windrunner will help her comrades in mid who are trying to push this mid tower. As an ulti goes off, Puck Illusionary Orb comes off, and a silence will go off now, and the power shot brings Tidehunter down, as they also were able to bring down Vengeful Spirit. And Windrunner doing a great job there in trying to bring down Vengeful Spirit, as they will easily be able to claim that mid tower with absolutely no support coming from Error. So a great way to finish that tier 1 tower off. 2 kills and some gold. You happy, the teammates are happy, everyone is happy. Spectra even more happy as she goes back to her tower, tries to say hello to the creeps that have come, and she will be, well, getting some gold off these. So alright, Puck is on a killing spree at the moment, and it seems to be very, very easy for Puck to actually start killing heroes, and it more of sort of looks like a pub game where you actually find individual heroes going and killing others, and just having a lot of fun. And it looks to me that JnP is really enjoying their time in the game. As a ward here from JnP, they really want to watch this space to make sure that when they are pushing this tower, they have absolutely no nonsense coming from mid. And there's probably will be another ward to watch this space to make sure they have some Smoke of Deceit right now on Riley and on Puck. They really want to find any heroes who might be neutraling at the moment, because that's all they can do. And top lane now, Spectra and Witch Doctor awaiting Morphling, and Morphling now has power treads after 18 minutes, and that is really an example of how Morphling has been contained from the time the game began. And JnP have done a really great job here in trying to control Morphling and her farm, as a dagger goes off, and they will be following Morphling here. Spectra Phase Boots, and she will be doing a lot of damage as Morphling waveforms away from trouble. And Puck brings down Insane, and that will be QOP kill number 2 for today. And Puck is doing a really great job, and wow, great play from JnP in that bot lane. I believe they don't even need that Spectre to farm anymore, because Puck is actually doing a lot of, well, as I say that, Spectre doing a lot of damage on Morphling, and Morphling really, poor thing, unable to absolutely help this, because there is no support. All of them are trying to stop this push, aggressive push coming out of JnP, as Tidehunter Gush goes off. He's level 6 at the moment. They really need to be careful for his ulti, as one ulti on the other tower can help 2 people go down, as Spectra kills Morphling. Morphling dies again. Well, it looks like it sounds like a GG to me already. Because it's too one-sided at the moment, as AALT goes off, and Frost Nova comes out of CM to try to slow that Tide down to make sure all of his teammates are in a safety zone. They don't want that ulti from Tide. They really don't want anything that can slow them down. They really don't want their momentum to actually break up the point at this moment, as Glyph pops off, but Spectre and Witch Doctor should be able to bring down this tower very easily. And Witch Doctor takes that tower, and the Tide here comes off. Gush goes off, and he will be looking to do that ulti, and an ulti goes off, and when stun goes off, and they probably will try to bring down Spectre, but an amazing swap comes off from Spectre, but dagger goes off Spectre, and they will be able to bring down Vengeful as Morphling comes down there, tries to give some support, but the swoosh doesn't connect Vengeful Spirit as Spectre ultis, and will run away from this gank and will be free. And that's 1 kill in favor of JnP. And well, actually 2 kills in favor of JnP, Vengeful and Ancient Apparition. And well, of course, Tidehunter also went down in that fight. And wow, Puck waiting for that opportunity. He's been very, very aggressive. He's been showing extremely excellent gameplay so far, and he's done a great job in making sure that the whole control, the entire team, is basically, well, these guys have basically shown so much map control and so much dominance throughout the game that it actually became very easy for Puck, as these guys are now pushing the tier 2 mid tower, and AALT goes off, QOP LT goes up. That actually does a lot of damage on the JnP boys, and they should be looking to move back as Puck comes in, ultis, and QOP is caught in the LT now, and QOP will blink out for safety as Morphling is caught in that trap at the moment, and Windrunner trying to do as much damage as possible on Morphling before she will try to go back, and Power Shot comes off, and Puck is actually able to bring down AA, QOP, and Tidehunter. This is a very sad sight for Error, and they've been contained really hard. They've basically been blocked. They've been denied creeps, they've been denied kills, they've been denied place, they've been denied support heroes, and they've been basically denied everything possible by JnP, as they probably will move to Roshan to get that quick kill, and that Aegis will probably go on Spectra, who will be looking for that last push. And a ping goes off, and Puck will intelligently be placing illusions just to make sure that there is no nonsense coming from Error while they're trying to kill Roshan. And of course, I don't think Error actually has that capability to take on JnP anymore at this moment, because JnP at this moment is actually very powerful. Mech on Windrunner, ultimate orb there, so that's plus 10 stats, and there's another ultimate orb on Puck with that blink dagger, so a lot of mobility going on here, and with a lot of stats, and they did catch QOP. Ulti goes off Puck, and illusionary orb will go, and she will be able to blink into that or no, and the stun goes off, and they will be able to bring down Gizmo. Vengeful Spirit Power Shot goes off, but it actually doesn't do any damage, and AA tries to do as much damage as possible as the Shackle holds Tidehunter into place and will be able to help them bring down Tidehunter. Great kill there coming out of JnP, and Ancient Apparition, well, he's tried to do everything possible, but his ulti just cannot do everything. He needs his team to be there. Unfortunately, Error is actually having a sad day, as QOP goes top again and tries to get as much farm as possible. Also tries to push that creep wave back. Well, JnP haven't lost a single tower yet. Not a single tower. And another kill goes off in the bot lane as AALT hits, and Decadence, that is Morphling, gets killed at 1550 gold, as these guys will be looking to do that final push towards that bot lane. We have support coming in the form of AA and Tidehunter at the moment. AA with no real AoE anti-push skills, He really just needs to melee all the creeps as Windrunner, CM, Puck, and Witch Doctor are looking to push that mid lane. Well, this is really a great thing for JnP. They've got a lot of pressure at both the ends, and Spectre is actually tanking this tier 1 tower as AA uses that cold snap. But it really shouldn't bother Spectre as she will be going out of safety, but no, Tyranitar blinks in, does that ulti, and Spectre goes down, but that Aegis will actually revive him back as Morphling goes down to CM's ulti, and Tyranitar actually also goes down to Witch Doctor's Maledict. So, well, really nothing that Error can do at this point, and well, I believe they should actually call GG here. Okay. So much potential, so much team fight capability at the moment. They are basically a clear counter to everything that Error have actually tried to do. Not that the picks of Error is actually bad, but just that in team fights, there's actually more damage coming out, and QOP goes down again to that extra damage coming out of that Radiance from that Spectra, and QOP back again, and you see that's a JJ, and Spectra doing a great job of real aggression, and great help coming from that Witch Doctor and that Crystal Maiden to allow these guys ensure that Spectra actually has that clear farm mid-game from the early game to the mid-game, and they really did a great job in containing that Morphling who was supposed to get that farm up for actually being effective. And well, we only saw Power Treads, a Ring of Basilius, and probably a Magic Wand on Morphling till the end of the game. Windrunner there in the bot lane also had a lot of fun against Ancient Apparition. Unfortunately, Ancient Apparition, once he's into that mid game, he really needs some help. He really needs that stun. He really needs someone to do that DPS while there's Cold Feet and while there's Cold Snap on one hero, and that's the only way he can actually bring down any hero. But well, he didn't have that support because well, all of his support was busy in that top lane, and Puck really doing a great job in that mid lane, really helping JnP get those kills, get that gold, and really get that momentum going, and they were able to claim those towers very quickly, and in the end it was just a GG push. And Error, who are actually a very good clan, have been outplayed, if so may, by JnP, and congratulations to JnP as they've basically finished the semi-final. They probably will be moving to play against Roccat.ROG in this DSK 2011 LAN event. So, well, thanks so much for joining me, guys, and we look forward to shoutcasting more. And I will be doing a lot of shoutcasting now that well, I've basically got my gear now, and I'm still learning shoutcasting, so let's go easy on me, please. But yes, any feedback for my shoutcasting is greatly accepted. Please go ahead and comment on this video, subscribe to my videos, and please let me know how I'm doing. And well, I will really appreciate any feedback that you have for my shoutcast. Well, thanks so much for joining me, guys. This is Zealot.od from Owned TV, Inferno from Ghost of Gamers, and Santosh in real life, that's what I'm called. And signing off, peace out.